I want to quickly go through the information about tests and practice tests. So here I'm in week 4. This is the first week we have a test this semester. So if I click into the practice test here, again, it takes me out to Pearson. Tells me how many questions, says how many times I can take it, 0 of unlimited, 75 minutes. So I'm going to start it, and I'm just going to answer a few of these questions. U.S. airports, that should be well defined. And let me make this a little bit smaller so I can actually see what I'm doing. Not that it really matters, because I don't need to get them all right or anything. Okay, so you go through, you answer the questions. Again, hopefully you think about them a little bit more than just click randomly. All right, now, if you are done or you run out of time, the test will be submitted. So you can click on submit to turn it in. Otherwise, if you have it open when the timer runs out, it will submit it for you. If you are not done with the practice test, you can close it and come back to it. Okay, so that's the difference between the practice test and the test. If you close the test, it's going to lock you out and ask you to contact me. Practice test, you can close and restart. But I'm going to submit this. Notice it even tells me if I have blanks, which is nice. Okay, so I didn't do very good. I can look at these questions and see what I did wrong. Just like when I get a homework problem wrong, now it will tell me what I've got wrong. I have these help features available. Okay, great. Now, I can take the practice test as many times as I want, so I'm just going to do one more. This time I'm going to try less, because I could have made it bigger. I gotta see if there's a little lamisate under it or whatever that thing is called. Okay. Now, I've done this a couple times. I did a little worse that time. If I want to review those tests before I take the actual test, I need to go to my Pearson gradebook. So I'm going to click on that. And then I have to click on my Live Math gradebook. Okay. Now that I'm in here, it's going to show me every time I took that test, and I can go in and review the questions I got wrong. Okay, so if I'm like, I took it a couple times and then the next day I'm going to take it, you can go back and review like, oh, what did I got 17 wrong a couple times, so I'm going to look at that one again. Okay, then when you're ready to take the test, I just need to get back to week 4 here. And the test. Like I said, the only real difference here is now I have 0 of 1 attempts. Everything else is the same. And in fact, the test is pretty much the same types of questions in pretty much the same order. Okay, so this time is for real. Like I actually need to pay attention. I do want to make one note. You can use your notes on the test because being able to learn something and then do it, whereas 5 and so on, with reference to notes or the things that you've actually used is more important to me than you memorizing everything to know about sets. Because sets are kind of weird. Like, and again, truth tables are kind of weird. So you can use your notes, you can use your textbook, just don't have someone else take it for you. This is when people always get wrong. This is false because it says it's not in that set, but it should be in that set. Anyway, once you're done with your test, I'm going to not have a good, happy grade after this. You submit it, and then you can go back and look at this one, but this one you can't redo. Okay, so the practice test, do it enough times until you're really comfortable, and then take the test. That's basically the process for the test. Again, if you have questions, shoot me an email. And, oh, after you do the test, I will go in and grade it. Okay, so it'll grade it automatically, but then I'll go in and look at what you entered and see like, oh, you just missed a 2 from that set, or looks like you rounded or something, and I can give you partial credit for when I can tell what you did wrong. But like I said, if you have questions, just let me know.